you ever dropped 30 kills and still lost the game? Welcome to solo queuing, where your teammates don't listen, nobody trades, and somehow you're always the one getting blamed. But what if I told you there is actually a way you can carry consistently without relying on anybody? I've coached hundreds of players and almost all of them make the same exact mistakes. So today we're gonna fix that for you. The number one rule when it comes to solo queuing is stop blaming your teammates. I want you to go into every game understanding that people are going to lose rounds. They're going to throw crazy situations. And if you sit there and let that mentally tank you, if you start screaming at your teammates, yelling at them, ruining the vibe in the sense, it's only going to make things worse. I see time and time again where you guys send me images, videos of your games, and you say, CoJo, I'm dropping 40 kills and I can't win still. But then I coach you, I go through your match history and I see that, yes, you're dropping maybe 40 kills one game, but then 9 kills the other game, 5 kills, 6 kills, 7 kills, and you're very inconsistent. So of course, one game you're dropping 40, but you got to look at the big picture and understand that a lot of times you're the guy throwing as well. You can't fix one mistake by making another mistake. What I want you to do is put yourself in situations where you're going to be the last one alive. So many of you guys are in a 3v1 where you guys have 3 people against 1 and you run it down and try to get the first kill. And okay, you die and then you say, look, CoJo, my teammates threw. Yeah, they did throw, but you also in a 3v1 just ran at him. You are equally to blame for this situation. If you guys seriously think that you don't belong in the rank you're at, then be that leader, be that person that carries them no matter what. Because another thing that just doesn't sit right with me is you sit there and you blame your teammates for everything while saying that your opponents are so much better. No, your opponents are ultimately going to be the same people that you had on your team last week, that you had on your team earlier that day. I've played enough pugs on Faceit especially to know that you can get so many free wins by just having good vibes and being that guy that lifts people up. So stop blaming people for everything, have some self-accountability and do better. Be a leader that people can actually rely on. Stop throwing these easy situations and watch how simple solo queue becomes. One of the greatest things you can do as a solo queue is be active and be flexible. Many players, they cry about the teammates like we said in the previous tip, and then they say that they can't win games, but ultimately it's because, yeah, you're playing your position pretty well, right? You're the apps player on Inferno, and technically you're throwing the nades you should be, you're reacting to your position, but you're not taking risk. So while you're not to blame, you're also not going to win games for your team. Sometimes I want you guys to be a little more selfish when you see that you are on a team where people are fighting, people aren't doing what they're supposed to, and take some initiative in your situation. Take some risk. Maybe tell a buddy, hey, can we push halls in the mid round here? And you just go down and get this info. You just take things into your own hand and actually make the round win. You're already getting the space. You tell your arch play, hey, rotate off, bro, rotate off. We're already walking through second mid here. You got an Mexi and you get all the info. It's amazing. Don't be the dude that's just sitting there and blaming his team while doing absolutely nothing, especially if you're in a more floaty position. Say you're like the opper on the team. Oh my goodness, guys, so many times I watch you guys play at the op and you're sitting in one spot the whole round. You're not moving. You're like a rock here. Okay, cool. You got your position. You're covering your spot here on long side, arch side, right? But it's like sometimes if you think it's going to be a B pressure, I will smoke off mid and then walk away. And then eventually once we get here, we just start running. We run or rotate so that I can help the weak bomb site. If you guys notice that your B players don't know what they're doing, start 3B and go help them. If you're having trouble in halls, do hall setups together. One thing I do when I play with you guys on my stream at twitch.tv/CoJoMoCS is we do a little bit of a double hall setup here where I op back here and I have you playing up here. So even if you're having a bad game, we're at least doing something together. You have to stay active. You have to stay dynamic. The greatest tool that you have as a solo queue player is your radar. This is going to paint the picture of what's going on in the round, no matter what teammates you have. If they speak your language, if they don't, the radar is the radar and it does not lie. The radar is the truth. So first, let's make sure you have some good settings. Come up here to game, click on radar. You can take a moment to screenshot this, pause video, share it with your friend. Biggest thing down here is going to be radar map zoom. I want this to be on 0.4. I say anywhere from 0.35 to 0.5 is going to be fine, but this is very, very important. You can copy the rest of the settings. I'd recommend it. Also, let's go over here. Bonus tip. Make sure you have a toggle radar zoom. I have it on N. That's just going to make it so that if there's like a smoke down, I can navigate through it really easily. If you look at the top left, I use N. If I can't get in this corner, I know an enemy's there and I can shoot him. We've talked about that before. There's lots of uses for that, but your radar is going to tell you everything. Guys, if you see 4 dots on the radar and there's only 4 guys left alive, you could knife out down through banana. It's these small things where people aren't actually paying attention to it, and so they're slow to the rotation. They sit there and they go, where's my comms? Where's the communication from my team? Brother, you are a solo queue player and you're relying on comms in your games. Are you serious? No, you need to take things into your own hands and sit there and make these decisions. I've coached dudes where they won't move until they tell me, yeah, I'm not doing anything till my teammates say they see bomb. No, look at your radar for yourself. You see bomb over there, go rotate, do your thing. This is equally as important on T side. So many times I see you guys losing important rounds because you're not looking at radar. Also the kill feed. A lot of times the kill feed is going to tell you the same thing, where your enemies are. Sometimes a flash comes in. So say, you know, it came down to 2v2 and I saw that my teammate died to a guy up here on top banana, but in the kill feed, I saw a flash assist come in from somebody else. Well, simple math, if a flash assist came in a 2v2 and one of the guys killed here, I know they're both there. So what I'm going to do then is knife up through A. And my teammates go, dude, is this guy cheating? No, I'm just looking at the kill feed. I'm looking at the radar. I'm observing these things because they paint the picture. They tell the story that it is waiting for you to see it. So don't be naive. Sit there and take matters into your own hand and watch how easy the game becomes. If you guys are subscribers, you know that I have to throw this in the video, but one of the easiest ways to improve as a solo queue is learning simple flashes to set your teammates up. Utility is your solution, and let's talk about a game where you have no comms, nothing. People are muting you, they're arguing or something, who knows what's happening. You can be smart enough to play off of your teammates and use your eyes to see what's happening. If teammate run in B, then you know he's going to be fighting on the side, he's going to be going in here. I could support him even on the run. I'm coming up here. I could just gun out, okay, sure. Or if I use my utility to support him, it's amazing. I could left click and start holding right click as I'm running up here and throw a flash over the roof. Now, if you want to simplify it, you could obviously just like stand and jump throw up here. But you notice this isn't a lineup. This is just supporting util that is high and behind them. So many of my low elo players that I coach say, no, CoJo, like I can't throw flashes. They're going to get mad. They're going to get angry. Then no, that's not good enough. That's not good enough. You have to learn flashes that are not going to even have a chance at blinding them. When they run in here, there is no world that could possibly get a single person, even if they wanted to, right? That roof is blocking it. But if the enemies are on site here, it's going to devastate them. It's going to destroy the guys that are fighting them. So every single map you play, you can do this. One of the things I do is if I see teammates running up lane, I'll just throw a high flash over pit here. So again, teammates are running up lane, get that flash out there so that when they're looking in the site, they don't see it, but these guys get eaten alive by it. Dust 2 is a great map for this. Ancient is a great map. Inferno is actually one of the trickier ones to accomplish this, but that's how you do it. Now, if you want to learn lineups, of course, more power to you. Amazing. I'm very proud of that. But at the end of the day, high flashes and throw them behind your teammates and you are chilling.
This video is brought to you by SkinsMonkey, the best CS2 trading site out there. Use my code CoJo at the checkout for an insane 35% deposit bonus.
The last tip, and probably the most important one as a solo queue player, is to eventually stop solo queuing. Now you say, well, I have no friends, CoJo. I don't have anybody I can play with. Guys, it is so unbelievably simple to stop solo queuing. In your games, add all of the positive players, the players that are in sync with their mechanics. Just send them a friend request on Faceit, on Steam. I don't care, because ultimately somebody else is going to be in a very similar position as you and want somebody to play with. It's not easy work. It's not simple. I understand that. I'm not naive. But at the end of the day, if you're not doing this, you're going to be solo queuing forever. The game's not going to be as enjoyable for you. I've taught you guys on this channel the crazy boosts you can do, the little plays. And if you don't have somebody that you can share that with, that you can implement these, of course, you're going to be hard stuck forever. Now, worst case, what you can do is join my Discord community down below in the description. And I'd love to get connected with you. Also, when I'm streaming, I'm always playing with my viewers. I love having a good time with you guys and just seeing what we can do together. So keep working hard, keep leveling up, and I will see you at the top, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.